Okay, so all right, so now I can see it's okay, yay! Okay, so now I see a difference now, y'all. So the other day, remember I said I can see the green light on my screen. I was like, but when I talk, it doesn't move. It like stays on that first dot. Now I'm talking and I can see the little green dot like blinking to like the second one. So, yay! Okay, so I'm assuming that we good. Now this gives me hope, y'all, because when I want to do another class, which would be the fourth class, it gives me hope that we won't have any problems again. So the live is up on YT. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everyone. Hello. Is that Din Dan? Welcome in. Hello. Hi, Miss Teresa. Hi, Sandy. Welcome in. I'm trying to go back, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new, if you are just coming across my platform, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are the Notebook Baddies over here. Be sure to go join our FB group. It is called Notebook Baddies. Hi, Shandra. Good evening. Of course, go to the YT, subscribe over there as well. I'm doing another test run, y'all, for the live over there on the YT. The volume, it's moving, it's looking good. So, hello, start over. Good evening, good evening. So, y'all, tonight we are going to do a clipboard. My clamps came in the mail yesterday. You can hear me clear? Oh, yes. I was in settings today. Look, I'm like, I gotta figure this out because I'm like, the light is on. You see, I got the microphone right here, so I do have it a little bit closer. But whatever I did in the settings this time, my little green dot is blinking every time I speak, so I can see that now. So yay! That makes me happy to do another class, y'all. And this time I took I think it was Smiles told me to download the app on my laptop instead of going through the internet browser. So that's what I did. I downloaded the app and that's what I'm using now. So yeah, we may have another class. 3K. Yay. Okay, y'all. So I have got now my measurements. I'm not going to give them out because they are not set in stone. This is the first time I'm making a clipboard, y'all. So just bear with me. Okay. I even grabbed some paper that come in the Zon box. Tried to do like a little template. It looks right. It seems like it's going to come out right. Normally, y'all know I would do like a pre-demo, put one together, make sure it's right. I didn't do that this time. So I'm just praying on a straw that my little measurements, everything pan out right. We fixing to find out. So I am going to use 50-point chipboard tonight, y'all. And where is my ruler? So I'm going to get my chipboard lined up. We're going to do two versions. I'm going to show you two ways. If everything works out on this first round, I'm praying that I don't mess up my good little wallpaper. Because this is my first time. So we are going to do this. Yay! I'm going to trim this up. I got my heavy duty industrial over here. My paper. So because we got some paper that we are going to cut down to size. And then we are going to do I want to? Yeah. Because this is going to be my jacket. This is going to be my jacket, my case. And Lord, I watched the Posh Lady so much, she got me saying jacket. This is going to be my casing. The 50-point chipboard. So I am so happy the white tee is up. Yay. Because I told y'all I want to be more active over there as well. But if I can be on both platforms at the same time, that's even better. I love her. Oh my gosh, she got so many. I did. You talk about me doing different stuff. Now you go there and tell her that. Oh my gosh. Now she has a lot of stuff. And she shows you how to make it. Come on. Okay, so we got this. We got the front, the back, and then I want to we're gonna do the spine. Y'all know I got my handy dandy 4K, yay. Y'all know it got my handy dandy. Can't do any work without it. And y'all, this is day 3. Day 3 of the 30-day challenge. What size did I say? I want to do, let's see. I hope this is the right size, y'all. We are going to learn this together. Grab my ruler, gonna line my little dots up. And then we are going to trim. Okay. Now let's turn it this way. I'm really hoping my measurements are right. But we're going to do this together. Okay, so we got the front, we got the back. I still hadn't decided what I wanted to do. Oh, I got some stuff I'm gonna add in here too. Hello, Girl 6. I'm missing everybody as they come in. What platform is she on? The YT. Oh, the Posh Lady. My bad. She's on YT. She makes some of everything. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Front, back, spine. So the way I measured this, and y'all think I did this by luck. And I do mean by luck because this is 16 by 11. Where is my? And this is the tree, the peel and stick wallpaper. And this is, I know I measured earlier, 16. Man, like right on the nose. 16, y'all, right on the nose. Like, I cannot believe it looks good. Yay! Okay. So yeah, and then by 11. So if you go to the tree and you get some peel and stick, their paper is 16 by 11. So if you need anything bigger than that, you're probably gonna have to order on a roll like right in front of me. this right here. If you need anything bigger, you're gonna have to get the wallpaper on a roll. So yeah. So from the looks of it, the way I measure y'all, I might be spot on, but we are fixing to find out. So as I cut some of this down, I'm just gonna move some of it out of my way a little bit at a time. I'm looking at my little so-called template over here to the left too, y'all. So we are going to take our little peel and stick and we're going to peel the backing off. Let me make sure this isn't directional. No, not really. So we're going to peel this off. And as you can see, the little red dot that's on here, that means that it's a cookie and 50 cents at the tree. So all their items, if it's got the little dot on it, it's not a cookie and 25. Dropping in to say hi. Hi, Smiles. So you good to go for Saturday crafting lab? So this is the idea I had. I'm getting off track, but I'm getting back on track. So Saturday, we are gonna come up on the platform. So I'm gonna go live and we're gonna come up on the platform. I'm gonna do bonnets. Smiles wants to do the skirts. I don't have any little girls, so and I don't even really know where my little nieces. I don't even know where they're at. And so I'm gonna do bonnets. I don't know, maybe like headbands or something. I don't know. A tote bag. I don't know. So crafting lab. I don't know what you want to make, but we're gonna come on Saturday afternoon. We good. We good. And anybody else that sews, you want to come on the live with us and chat it up, come on over to Budget Bougie Babes Saturday afternoon. Hey, we good. Make you a bonnet. Hey, we good. We good. Okay. Saturday it is. Saturday afternoon. We good. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get back on track. So y'all know I always say a 1/2 inch border is like perfect. If you are fine with a 1/4 inch border around your project, I think that just give you a leeway when you are getting ready to put on your interior lining. A 1/2 inch around all 4 sides is the perfect size. Even if you want to do larger than that, you can do that. So I am going to put this on my mat and I can kind of look on my mat and see where my like 1/2 inch mark is. And I can just kind of eyeball it and guide my chipboard with the 1/2 inch mark here and the 1/2 inch mark here, which is what I'm going to do. I said I was thinking about ordering those binding tools. I don't know. I'm just so used to doing it by hand. 6K. Yay. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you are new to my platform, you are in the right spot. This is the Notebook Baddies over here. If you're new, click the follow button. We are on day 3 of my 30-day challenge, and we are doing a clipboard, like a clipboard folio. And we are using peel and stick wallpaper for this first one. And I'm going to show you what we're going to use for the second one, y'all. So I am going to kind of eyeball this, make sure I'm getting a 1/2 inch. That looks, trying to even it up. Okay, I think that looks good. Right there. Take my spine and I'm going to try to go about 1/8 of an inch. You don't want it to go too wide, because if you do, when you fold it over, you'll kind of have like a bulk, bunched up in the crease of your spine. So you don't want to go too far over and you don't want to go too less. If you go too less, it's going to be hard for you to fold up your book. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, y'all, over there on YT. Okay, so now again, I'm going to do about an eighth of an inch. And YT over there, I love this setup because I think that y'all can really see what I'm doing on the table. I like this much, much better. Told y'all I was going to figure it out. I told y'all. In the beginning, I had some beautiful ladies that were helping me out, y'all. Even with all the research that I was doing, I still was struggling, having a hard time. And right now, y'all, I'm just putting in my little creases so that it just make me easier to see where to trim my corners. I'm gonna grab my scissors out my little bin over here. And hi, Pam. Pam is over on YT, y'all. Teresa said she going to YT. Oh, everybody going over to YT. I still need y'all over here on TT too, though. I can see what you do. See, that's what I mean. Yes, this is exactly what I want. Okay, so I'm going to miter my corners, and again, I'm just coming right above this chipboard, right above it. Try your best not to get too close because if you do, you are going to have like really at the corner of your chipboard, it's going to be exposed. So be real careful when you are trimming. Because I've got a many of books where I trimmed a little bit too close and had to fix it. So I'm now going to take my little squeegee. Y'all, I'm going to give me a bigger squeegee too. Because this is played out. Y'all see? It's so played out. I need some new ones. But I'm going to run it up along that chipboard. It's going to help it stick. And then I'm going to come right here in the middle and fold it over and fan it out. That will help you to decrease your wrinkles right up in here. So we're going to flip it over. And you know, those who have been with me for a while, I always like to fold in my short ends first. It just looks better to me. You're on boat, girl. See, that's what I'm talking about. And Marie say it sounds great. I fixed the microphone because I'm like, I'm not finna send this microphone back, and I'm not fixing to get another one. But y'all, I just told a fib because why did I get on the Zone last night and order me the mic that clips on? Order the mic that clips on right here. I ordered it on the Zone last night and then turned around and got up and fixed this today. So. I was determined. Hey. So you like this view too? Okay. Everybody like this view over here. Okay. So right here, I'm coming in the middle and I fan that out right there in the middle. And then I'm coming down. That if you do it that way, it helps you from getting that pucker right there. You see right here, I almost got one. Right there. So if y'all can see, well, you might not because of the print, but I almost got a big pucker right there. And so I'm going to flip this around and I'm just going to slide it up. And then I'm going to come right here in this middle and I'm going to fan it over and come out and spread it out like that. See, I did not get a pucker over there. And then I'm just going to take this side right here and I'm just going to come in my creases and make sure my paper is sticking to each other. So when I fold it up, there's no problem. Spin it around. I'm coming right in those creases, sealing it, making it stick to the other side. And that way, I don't have any problems with it. Oh, okay, yay. Okay, so now I was really limited in my choice of lining, y'all. So I am going to do black And I am going to use black in the other one that we're going to do. But I didn't have anything long enough that will blend really pretty in with this. So we are just going to use this black. And what did I measure this at? I measured it at 14 and a half by 8 and a half. So let me move this out of the way. And let me turn it this way. I'm gonna get my 8 and a half. So I'm just lining it up on my mat. And then I'm gonna grab my ruler to place it so it doesn't move. Let me slide my laptop out of the way. So I'm gonna do 8 and a half. Right there. See, this is gonna make me buy more wallpaper, y'all, because I want the lining to match, to flow with the outside. So yeah, this is going to make me buy some more solid color wallpaper. And what I say, 14, what I say, y'all? 14 and a half. So 14 and a half. Welcome in. If you're just coming in, share your daily heart means. Share this live to at least 5 people. If you are new, welcome, welcome to the Notebook Baddies. Hello, hi, Selena. Welcome in. If you're new, please click the follow button. I am making a clipboard folio. So this is our newest product. This is my first time making it. I usually do a demo and then show before I do another one, but this is the first round. I did a little template, y'all, on the little paper that came in the little Amazon box. So we are doing this one together. Okay. So let me, and thank you for the follow. So I'm just going to lay this on here and make sure that I trim this correctly. And it looks like I did. So we good on that. And now we are going to peel this back. Now, what I want to do first is, because I told you all about this the other day on another project. If you purchase any type of wallpaper and it's not good quality, well, not the wallpaper, but the adhesive backing, if it's not good quality, what you can do is add double-sided tape or double-sided sheets to your project. So what I want to do is I am going to add some double-sided tape kind of along the edges, just to make sure everything sticks down. So I got some tape right here. And when I say my edges, I mean right here. I'm just going to put it like right along the inside. I'm just going to put it right along the inside. And I got some 1/2 inch double-sided tape on the roll. And I'm just going to come right at the tip at the bottom. And kind of just put it right there on the inside. And we're going to do that on all 4 corners. And even if you want to put double-sided tape or sheets in the middle, you can. If you want to use glue, I'm not a glue fan. It hasn't been nice to me. So I'm still learning how to use the glue properly, or maybe I just don't have the right type of glue. Because there are some like quick drying glue I might need to invest in. But right now it's not my friend. So I love using my double-sided tape and sheets. I definitely love the sheets over the roll. So trimming that down, and then we're going to do this side over here. And I just may grab a couple of pieces just to go in there. Okay. All right. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm getting my little pokey tool, and I am going to peel this off about right here. I'm not going to peel it all the way off. And then I'm going to take my piece, my interior lining, and I'm going to peel the backing off. Now, see, I can tell already that this is not good because the backing lifted up so quick and easy. Hello, Erica. We are making a folio clipboard. Good evening. 9K. Hey, Lady Leo. How are you? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up. I'm just walking my hand up. And then just make sure. And if that looks good to you, then just gently lay it down and smooth it out. And you can lift it up. Now I am right-handed, so I'm going to turn this around. Just take my squeegee, kind of smooth it out a little bit. And I'm just going to smooth this down. And I'm using my squeegee. Normally I would get my big ruler, my long ruler, and just spread it out. But as you can see in the wallpaper, there are some wrinkles and bubbles. So I'm just going to use my squeegee, and as I peel it back, just make sure I get those bubbles out. So now I got to my tape, and I'm just going to peel it back a little bit more. We'll peel this one back as well. And we're going to keep going. And I'm just holding it up at a slight angle. See, you got a little. There we go. I had to give it a little bit more pressure. Okay. Until you get to your tape again. And then we're going to peel it back a little bit more. Well, just go ahead and peel it on off. Okay. And then smooth it on down. And now that I'm close to the end, I'm going to get my little tool, and I'm going to peel this last piece off right there. And then just let that fall on down. There we go. Smooth it out. Now, as you can see by me putting that double-sided tape on a little earlier, it's helping it to stick down a little more. So now, thank you for the follow. So now I'm going to take this smooth end, and I'm going to just go in these creases so that it can connect and seal to the bottom. So you see how the crease came in? And then I'm just going to rotate it, and we're going to repeat that again. Uh-oh, I just ripped. That's how you know this is not good quality wallpaper. I put a little bit too much pressure, and I got a little rip. Thank you. So we got that nice and sealed. Okay. So see, we got our book is folding up. So before I move to the next step with this, what I want to do is I want to grab my paper, and we're going to cut our paper. Now this paper that I am going to use in this book is supposed to, I thought this was some white line paper, and I'll show you what it is. You all probably have ordered it before, but it's not what I thought it was, and I had a couple of packs over there, so I'm like, I gotta use it up anyway. So this is what this is, and it did come from the Zon. You like the black interior? So we are going to trim this down. I hope I fit it right. So yeah, I hope I fit this right. So I'm just going to, and I'm using 100 sheets. This is some really thin, lightweight paper. It's not thick at all. So time for me to get another blade. It's not thick at all, y'all. Let me grab that other one because we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna do it another way so that you can have more than one option. Very misleading. What, Marie? I know, right? I thought this was gonna be that white line, white paper with the lines on it. I was so mad because I had bought so many packs at one time, and I'm like, ugh. But I gotta use it up. So, what better time or place to use it than this? Doing projects. So, and then I'm going to adjust this here. I'm just making sure it's all lined up, and then tighten it down. Yeah, it's either time for me to get a new blade or get it sharpened. And it's probably cheaper to just get a new one. Okay, so we got our paper trimmed down. And I'm going to use some 20-point chipboard for my backing. So I'm going to do 20-point 11K. Yay. What are you using to cut the paper? This is my industrial paper cutter. I have a small paper cutter that I would only use for my chipboard, but my hand's been bothering me a little lately, so I am not going to pull it out. I'm just gonna cut it by hand. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to cut both of these together. If I can, take my ruler. She's just smooth like butter. Oh, Teresa, guess what time my baby came in this morning? You would not believe. And I was still up. Come strolling in at 6:30 something, 40 something, almost 7 o'clock. I'm like, boy, she could have just stayed on and took you to school. But I guess she had to be at work. I'm like, oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow. So, look, yes, they did. They slept real good, honey. But his little butt got in that shower, took him a quick shower and stuff. I'm like, what in the world? I was still up on the laptop. So I'm going to take both of these. It looks like I got a little bit of overhang. I'm going to trim that off last minute. I got just a tad bit overhang. And sometimes y'all got to give yourself grace when you are doing your cutting, because I cut both of these to the same size. Maybe my chipboard was a little bit larger than I thought. Hi, I like TT. Didn't know if I made that too. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with TT, but I even did that little new text thing that they have out where you can do a text, letting y'all know I was going live. TT will allow me up to 12 people to share the live so that everybody can know I'm going live. But I don't know what's going on. What are the supplies you're using? I am using this paper that I got from the Zon. It's supposed to be lined paper, white line paper, but it's got some type of, I don't know, like off-white to it or something. I don't know. But I'm using that. I'm using some 20-point chipboard for the backing. For our exterior, I use some D-Tree peel and stick wallpaper. I did use 50-point chipboard for our casing. What else? I am going to be using some cardstock because we're going to add something inside of here. Now, see, this is what I mean. I got a pucker. And I know I put a lot of pressure on this. I got a pucker right here. So that's what I mean. If you want to add like double-sided sheets inside just to make sure that your wallpaper stays stuck and flat and flush, do so. Because if you don't have good quality wallpaper, it's going to pucker somewhere. And it's exactly what I mean. So, yeah. And I'm applying some pressure, and I guarantee you that's going to pucker up soon. But you don't need very many supplies to make this. Oh, and of course, our clipboard clamps. We're at 12K. So, and this is going to be my first time using the clipboard clamps. If it's going to make a lot of noise, I probably would just put it together, but I probably won't do any banging or anything. We're going to see. Did you get your... As a matter of fact, no. They still have not called me to pick up my order. They have not. Okay, so that's our casing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper. We're going to make sure it is flushed with the chipboard. We're going to get our PVA glue. Our PVA glue. I got my little paintbrush. I got me some clips over here. And I got my little clipboards, but I think I'm going to, I'm going to use these. I want to keep my long one. So I'm just going to take my scissors and trim this down. So that there and this there. So I want these to be drying while we are working on everything else. I have some of those sitting in the box. They have been there for months. I need y'all to pull y'all stuff out. But you in the right place. You are in the right place because you're going to put it to some use. Y'all, thank you. We are growing over there on our FB page. We are so close. I had a couple of ladies that did not answer the question. Tamika, if you are in here, the person that you invited to the group, she has to go back and answer the question. I sent her a message. I haven't been on there today to see if she answered it. I had another young lady, Hernandez. I couldn't send you a message for some reason. I have a different machine, but found a cinch on FB. You did good. So I'm just going to take my PVA. Where's my brush? And we are going to get this going across the top. It looks like I need to add some more. Okay. And I'm making sure that it's covering both my chipboard and my pages. And after I get everything covered up, I'm just going to run my fingers along the front and along the back, just like that. And then I'm going to sit this one right there. Ooh, we almost at 13K. Yay. And then I'm going to do the same for this one. I'm going to make sure everything is lined up. I'm going to take my little boards, line them up on the front and the back. I'm going to take my clamps. Okay. And put them together. And these clamps came from the tree. I'm quite sure they look familiar. Thank you for the follow. And we are going to run our PVA across the top. And this one dries pretty quickly. So before we get through, this will be dry. Because we're going to put a second round on this as well. But I definitely wanted at least one to be fully dry so that we can put our whole book together. Okay. And if you are doing these and if you get like a pucker at the top, make sure you put some clamps at the top to kind of pull it in together. Okay. So I'm going to move my basket out the way for a second. And then we're going to sit this over here and let this dry. Okay, we're going to put our lid on for right now. And then I'm putting my paintbrush over here for right now. Thank you for the follow. Yep, from the tree. Yes. Okay. All right, so next, what I want to do is we are going to add a pocket, maybe two pockets. We're going to add a pocket here, a pocket here. Let me make sure I like this side better. So we're going to do a pocket here and a pocket there. So I'm going to look and see what type of construction paper I have that will blend in. Let's see. I'm running low on my paper. Let's see. I got it upside down. No wonder. Turn it. So we want something. Let's see if I got another purple. Do I have another purple? Ugh. I don't have another purple. Maybe let me get one of these pastel colors. Let's see. Okay, maybe we will get... Yeah. So we'll go with this color. So we need two because we're going to do one for the front. Hello, Dominique. Good evening. So we do one for the front, one for the back. I wish I had another purple this close. I probably do when I'm just moving too fast, but that's okay. I'm gonna sit this to the side because we're gonna need this for the next one. So I want to do my pocket. I want to say 8 by 4.5. Like I said, we're gonna find out if my measurements are correct. This is our first make. Okay. So we got this trimmed off. And then I said about 4.5, I believe. I think there should be, I hope it's not too big, but if it is, we will fix it. We will fix it if it's too big. I am making a clipboard folio. So I'm going to bring out my little scoring board. Now, normally if you have a bigger project, you can get the larger one, but this small one is going to work for what I need. And I'm just going to do a 1/2 inch. I pressed too hard. A 1/2 inch on the left and the right. Be careful because I just pressed too hard, y'all. And then I'm going to do the bottom. We're going to leave the top unscored. So let's do this one as well. I'm doing a 1/2 inch. Okay. So I did the left, the right, and the bottom. Okay. And then we're just going to fold over where we did our score line. If you need to use your squeegee, use your squeegee. Okay. Yeah, I pressed a little too hard on that. But it's all good. And we're going to do this bottom one. So it should look something like this. After you get through doing your scoring, it's going to look something like this. So next we are going to cut our little corners off. So when we fold it up, it'll all go together. So we're just going to cut our little corners off. And I'm just going to grab my scissors. And I'm just going to come in. And I'm just cutting those little corners off. Okay. And we're going to do the same for this one. Just like that. Okay. And then next you are going to grab your double-sided tape. You can do a 1/4 inch or you can do a full 1/2 inch. I'm going to do a 1/4 inch and I'm just going to put it right along the sides. Good evening, everyone. Continue with your daily heart me's. If you are new, please click the follow button and share this live to at least 5 people. Go and follow us and join us on our FB group, the Notebook Baddies. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe over to the YT. I can't see how many. Oh, it's 9 people in over there. Yay! So if y'all are liking it over there on the YT, give me a thumbs up. Yay! Where are we? We at 14K, almost 15K. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1/4 inch and I am going to line it up right on the edge. Okay, and I'm doing it on all 3 sides. You can even do an 1/8 of an inch, which I do have some. It'll give you a little bit more space in your pocket. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this one as well. Anybody got any projects they're working on? We know we got Halloween right around the corner. Okay, so we're gonna sit this one right here. Got a puzzle piece popping up. Okay, right there. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do, because this is going to go on my left side, I want to measure up about 2.5 inches. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Right here. I want to go up about 2.5 inches. And I'm just going to put a tiny dot right by my 2.5 inches. And then I am going to come right here. I'm going to come right at this corner where that crease is. And I'm going to come to my 2.5 inch dot. And I'm going to do a diagonal cut. So I'm going to do my larger ruler because I don't want to slice my hand. So I'm just connecting this dot with the tip of that corner. And I'm just going to trim that off. Okay. And I would do the same thing for the back pocket. I would literally come 2.5 inches. And put my little mark right there. And then I will take that and line it up with my corner right here. And then trim that off. Just like that. So now, as you can see, that will give me my pocket for my front cover and fold in, and my back cover. So it will look like this. Well, this is fine time for me to make sure I measured right. Let's see. Oh, that's close. So I probably would have to trim it down like real slightly because it is literally like right on the edge. It's not hanging off, but it's right on the edge. So I got really, really close. So yeah, that would be the front and that would be the back. And y'all, this is why I wanted the lining to kind of follow or blend in with the exterior. Because if you do add pockets, now you don't have to add pockets to this. This is just something that I want to do. You want to make sure that your colors, your patterns, everything kind of like flows together. But this is just a demo. This is just a demonstration. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so what we want to do, so y'all, here we go. We got another pucker over here. This is driving me crazy, but the pocket is going to cover that up. So we are going to really quickly sit this to the side because what I want to do is I want to grab our paper and I want to put a second coating. And as you can see, there's no glue coming on my hand. It's not all the way dry, but I want to go ahead and put this second layer on. So we're just gonna come up here. Get this in my hand now. Okay, so we're gonna come up here and we are going to do our second one, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that other one as well. Let me go ahead and just a little bit more. Okay. And just make sure you get that chipboard on the back as well. Okay. And just run your fingers along the back, run your fingers along the front. Sit that to the side, let it dry, and we're gonna quickly see this glue dries pretty quickly. And we're just gonna do our second coating. I've never had to do a third one using this glue. But I know some people like to do 3 coatings. But with this one, I've never had to do 3. And as you can see how my paper is a little curly, and that's because I did not put clamps along the top. But I guess that's okay. All the papers are sealed. And when you are using the glue, try your best not to overdo it, because when you do lay it down, you don't want glue dripping or running down your paper. I have done that before. So we are through with going both of our pads. So by the time we get through doing everything, they should be good and ready. So now we're going to bring our casing back and our pockets back. And we are going to, now I like to do my bottom first and then fold over. And I got a little piece right here where I'm just going to trim so that everything is even. So I'm going to grab, now you can do the bottom and then fold over, or you can do vice versa. You can fold over and then fold up the bottom. Either or, whichever way you're comfortable with. I think I'm going to fold in my sides first and then fold the bottom up. Welcome in, everyone. So we're going to fold in my sides. Use your squeegee if you need to, and then you're going to fold up that bottom like that. And then we will take the bottom. And you really didn't have to fold those in. You could have just take the bottom, which I will show you. Well, I've already put the tape on them. We'll do it on the next one. But you could have just put your tape on the outside, and at least you would have had like kind of like a little accordion where when you pull it up, you'll have like that little space. But I can be extra sometimes, just a little bit extra. And then this way, it gives you a little thicker, sturdier size. If you makes you feel more comfortable that it wouldn't rip when you pull it up. So again, I'm just going to put this on the edge. And if you don't have the double-sided tape, you can glue this down as well. Okay. And then we're going to come right across the bottom. And there's more than one way or this way to make a pocket. This is just really simple, really easy. There are some wonderful ladies on YT that have various ways of making pockets. I try to be as simple and easy as possible. Sometimes being extra brings out the cute products. And then sometimes being extra is a lot of work. So there we go. We can press that in. And we have a little one. So I kind of wished I hadn't done it this way because it makes it real tight. Like you literally only have enough room to just slip something thin in there. But we'll do it the other way on the next one. Okay. So we are just going to repeat that. Let's see. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do, y'all. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this on there because this is just a demo. We're gonna put it on the outside because I want you to see it. I want you to see the difference. So really quick. And this cuts down doing that 2-step I just did. So really quickly. Really quickly. And I need to make sure, I need to trim this one as well. Just barely. Like that. So now, this way, all you have to do when you trim this off on the back, this is some good double-sided tape too. So this time, when you fold it in and fold it up, you're going to have a little more space. And this is what I mean. So try to line it up the same way. And then place it down. Use your little squeegee. Now see how you have a little bit more space here? Then this one is much tighter. This one has more space. You see it even sitting up. This one is really tight. So this way, I would not recommend unless you really don't plan on putting anything in there. But this way gives you a lot more space. Just score it to the opposite direction. Yeah. Yeah. So that is this. Now we are going to open up our package, our clamps. Let's see. Sometimes they have these things sealed up real good, and they do. So okay. That one side. Yep. So why didn't I think to open this up before it came on? I have no idea. They both look great. I like this second version way better though. Way better. I guess I really should have opened this up. Well, I didn't mean for the whole thing to come out, but here we are. So I'm gonna have to find a little Ziploc bag and put the rest of these in so that I can open this up. Okay, so we got our little end caps, And we have our, oh, I didn't know they were this big. I got to see what size did I order. It don't say it on here. I need to go online and see what size I ordered. These are way bigger than what I thought. Okay. So, well, I guess it's the perfect size, but they look pretty big, y'all. So let's see. Well, I was trying to center it, but maybe about a inch smaller, shorter or something. But it's not bad. So I'm going to take my pencil. So I'm going to line it up to where I want it. Okay. I'm going to say about right there, I guess. And I'm taking my pencil and putting a little circle there. Okay. Now I'm going to use what am I going to use? Let's see. I'm going to try this one first. And if this one doesn't punch, then we're going to go with the one in this bag. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I think I understand this process. So let's go with, I think it's already on the size I need. If not, we'll go a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to take this. I got to squeeze hard because y'all have comfort tunnel in both hands. And let's spin it. Oh, it didn't go through. I think I heard it go through. Yeah. So let me grab one of the end caps. Oh my gosh, where is the opening? Okay, let me see. Because you don't want your hole to be too big. Hello, Brazil. How are you? And I think that's a little too big because you want it to be snug. So let me go down to this size for the other one. Okay, I heard that click. So let's see if this one was better. That still is a little big. That's still a little big for me. Doing dishes now. Oh, we don't want to talk about that. So it's those holes are still a little big to me. So where is, oh, I'm like, where's the other part? Okay. So here's the other part to the cap. So we need 2 and 2. So I am going to take the one with the stem. I'm going to put that on the top. And I'm going to take the cap I guess I should do one at a time, but and I'm just flipping it over and I'm gonna snap that in. Let's try this again. It fell out. I'm gonna hold it and I'm going to snap that in. So now what I can do is I'm gonna see if one of my things here work, because I don't want to do any banging. I'm gonna try this and see. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I don't want to do any banging, any loud banging. So if I can't do this if I can't close them with this right here, I will just do it off live because I don't want to do a lot of banging. So I'm just going to slide the bottom end cap on this bottom plate and just line it up and press down. So I got it on the plate and it's on there. I think these posts are a little bit too long. And I did press a little bit too hard. I got a little dent. So I don't know if y'all can see over here. I pressed a little bit too hard. Either I pressed too hard or these posts are too long for the thickness of this chipboard. I need shorter posts. And what I mean by post, I mean the little part right here that sticks up. These are posts, the little part that sticks up. So either I press too hard or the posts are too long for the thickness of this chipboard. So let's try it again on this one. Got that bottom one on the plate and I'm going to press it. So yeah, and I barely pressed it this time and I still got it. So these posts are too long for the thickness of this chipboard, but it is on there. So I'm good. And let's see. It's still drying, but just to give a demonstration, you got your chipboard, and I have barely about 1/8 of an inch that I need to trim off. Just about 1/8 of an inch I need to trim off. What are those tools? Oh, these are like if you have cam snaps, I'll show you in just a minute. But yeah, I got to make some adjustments, y'all. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. I'm off my measurements a little bit. Let's see. Man. So I'm either going to have to do one or two things, which is probably going to be the notepad. I'm probably going to need to trim this down about 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch because this is just too snug for the size of the pocket. So let's do this. Let's come in about right there. Let's go about right there. I'm not taking a lot off. Okay, I didn't pull down hard enough. So let me use my rotary. There we go. So this is probably, it's over 1/8 of an inch, but under 1/4. So let's see if that was enough. And it was. So it's not all the way dry, just barely. So 2 things. Now again, y'all, this was our first run doing a clipboard in a casing. I can shorten my paper to, let's see, let's take about 1/4 of an inch off. So let's just see. Still didn't cut my chipboard. And y'all, I know I don't use my industrial for my cutting chipboard. So let's see, did we trim off enough so that it doesn't overhang at the top? And it's like right there. Thank you for the follow. So there you have it, guys. Let's see. Let's find something that we can clamp right there. I don't know. I'm just folding something in half from last night. And we take our clip and we can put it right there. And then we can write something, I don't know, dinner at what? At the casino. I'll just write something. But yeah, there's your clipboard. So if you're out somewhere, you're filling out some paperwork and you got your little notebook casing in your purse, you can fill this out. You can clamp your paper on there. You can fill it out. You don't have to borrow a clipboard. You're at the doctor's office and you filling out your paperwork. You got your own built-in clipboard. And I think I would trim this down a little bit more. It's kind of flushed. As you can see, it's flushed with the casing, but I probably would trim it down just a little bit. And it's still drying too. And then over here, you got your another pocket. You can put some important papers, business cards or something over there. So yeah. So this was, thank you. We are at 21K. Yes, everyone. Continue to share your daily heartbeats. If you're just coming in, please click the follow button and share this live to at least 5 people. So y'all, this is our first clipboard folio. And you can even add on to this. Like, it doesn't have to stop here. Like, I've already got another idea in my head what to add on to this. So, yeah. Now, this was done with the peel and stick wallpaper. So, we're going to do another one. So, say, for instance, you don't have, peel and stick wallpaper or, sticker paper or something like that. We're fixing to do another version. That's why we got our second pad right there. So, before, well, I'm going to still let this keep drying because We already know from this one, we need to trim down the side of the paper and we need to trim down the bottom of the paper. Okay. So this is the first one, y'all. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Y'all like it? So let's do the second one. So let's just sit this here for right now. The glue topping is still drying on that one as well. So if you go to the tree and you pick up some file folders, these are good because they already have a pattern on there. They're already thick and sturdy, right? So they got all different type of patterns, but we're gonna go with this one because I have black to match. This is, thank you, Sean. This is when I say make sure that whatever your exterior is, your interior lining, if you're going to do a pocket, like your pattern and your colors kind of flow together so everything looks really nice. So we're going to do this one. We're going to trim off some stuff, and then we're going to do our measurements. And y'all, I literally played this by eyesight. And I'm surprised. Like right at the end, I was off. So I'm surprised. So we're done with that. I have to clean my floor up. And as you can see, because it comes 3 in a pack, I've already used 1.5. But what we're going to do is we're going to trim this up so everything is even. Just going to line this up. And I just first want to start off with everything lined up. Now, here's where I'm going to switch things up a little bit. Thank you, Crafting Lab. Thank you. This is where I'm going to switch it up a little bit. This file folder already has some thickness to it. Okay. So I'm not going to use 50 point. I'm going to use 20 point. And I had some on the table. Where did it go? I had some on the table. Oh, silly me. I used it for the notepad. Okay. So again, the file folder already has some thickness to it. So you don't want to use thick chipboard. Where you can, I actually could use it. And then when I no, these posts are still gonna be too long, even still. Yeah. We're gonna go with the 20 point. We're gonna go with 20 point. So I'm gonna cut this down again. Now, our file folders do not have any type of double-sided adhesive, so we are going to have to add some. That is where your double-sided sheets come in play. I prefer, on projects like this, I prefer the sheets over the double-sided tape roll. So we are going to get this cut. Okay. And then I need one. What did I do? What did I measure that as? Let's see. I think it was right here. Right there. And then let's trim this. Connect our points. Trim that. 22K, yay. And then one more cut. So again, y'all, this is real good and handy if you don't have a printer, you ran out of ink. You know, I don't know what the story of the situation could be, but you're like, hey, I still can make this. So I'm going to take my double-sided sheets. I'm going to bring this in. I want it turned this way. Let me get some of these up off the table before some get lost, y'all. And I'm just going to have to go back on the zone and look for some shorter post. Okay, so I'm going to take my double-sided sheet. These are 8.3 by 11 and a half. And I'm not going to use this full entire folder, but it is the perfect size. Like, I don't have to do any type of connecting, adding on. Perfect. So, and grab my ruler, and we're going to slide this down. If I have to trim off any excess, I will trim off excess, which that looks pretty good. And I'm just going to repeat that on this side for the other one. And I'm just taking my double-sided paper, the edge of this, and I'm lining it up with the edge of this file folder. Lining, y'all, this is some good sticky stuff. Once you get it down, you better hurry up and get it up, because if you don't, you're going to destroy your project. So I'm just making sure it's lined up. There we go. And grab my ruler again. And we're going to smooth that down. And now for the space that I have in the middle, I'm going to take my 1/2 inch double-sided tape, and I'm going to put that down the middle. And that way everything is going to be covered. Okay. So now, I kind of like this crease in the middle. And the reason why I like this crease in the middle is because that is where I am going to align my chipboard and spine. Okay, so it's like it's already giving me that 1/8 of an inch that I need. Like right there. If I line this up right here, then all I'm going to do is just take my pencil and put some little markings right there so I know where to cut. Like that. And then I'm going to line this up right here. 1/8 of an inch. Move this out the way. Grab my other chipboard. Line it up right there. And look at that, y'all. I got my 1/2 inch already. So I'm going to put my line right there and right there. So let me move these out of the way for a second. Flip this around. Grab my ruler, and we're going to trim that off. And then we are going to line this up. And make sure you're pressing hard because on this part right here, it's kind of slippery. So make sure you got some type of pressure so your image won't slide. And we're going to turn around and do the same thing. Line it up. Stuff blowing everywhere. All right. Where is stuff flying? Stuff flying everywhere. Okay, so now let's lay this down again. Oh, did I? Y'all, I messed up. Can anybody tell me what I forgot to do? I know what I did. Anybody tell me what I forgot to do? Just look at it and tell me what I forgot to do. Oh my gosh. And I needed to use this black. Can anybody tell me what I forgot to do? Let me put it back down. Let me put it back down. So if you've been making these before, yes. Oh my gosh. I forgot to do my 1/2 inch, y'all. So guess what? This is not a lost cause. I would just have to do another size with this. And I really don't want to cut my paper. Well, so this is how we fix this. I always tell y'all there's a way to fix everything, y'all. Most of the time, 99% of the time, there's a way to fix it. So this is how you fix this. When you want to use the same project. So this is how you fix it. You just have to do modifications. So, I just broke let me get a pen. Pen. So this is how you fix it. We're going to do modifications. Now I could get my scoreboard out and I could score this, but I just don't feel like it. So basically we are resizing our project. Okay, and this is why I tell y'all. So if you are new here, and if you've been here and you have not ordered this ruler, go and order this ruler. Because when you are working on a project and you do what I just did and you need to fix it, meaning you need to modify and remeasure, y'all, I'm telling you, these rulers are not going to help you. Unless, like I said, if you are good with reading those little lines in between, and if you look at my ruler, a lot of them have already rubbed off. I have had them for a long time, but they're not going to help you. And if you look at this one, they're pretty much almost gone on one side. So yeah, go to my storefront, y'all. Order this ruler. This will save your life. So yes, we're going to have to resize this. So I am going to trim my chipboard down to 6 1/4. Let me see. Let's see. This is where things get frustrating. And I noticed it immediately as soon as I put my chipboard down. Calculate or modify, yes. Put the black down. Yeah, so let's see if this width is gonna work. If I do it right here, I might need to trim it off a little bit more. So we can do this, and let's see about right. Oh, need to go sharpen my pencil. Oh, that didn't do it. It still didn't do it, but let's see what this is. I'm telling y'all, this ruler has saved my life. Okay. We're going to see if this works. We're going to connect these two. Let me go up here. Write it down so you know where to cut to. Okay. Look. I don't even have my paper here. Well, usually I probably would take some notes. Because y'all, we are winging it now. So we're gonna go here. Okay. And where is our, we're gonna trim this up to, I'm just gonna cut that right there. All right. Now what I'm going to do is grab my small ruler. Now this is where I want to pre-crease, because even though I'm just barely lifting this up, y'all. Welcome in. I live in the land of wing it and make it happen. Look, we winging it, but we gonna have it right though. We gonna have it right. But this is our first clipboard project. Okay, so now what I can do is we can pull everything back. There we go. There we go. Now remember, I said I was glad that crease was there, because that is where I'm going to align my first chipboard. Is right along where it's already creased at. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to lay it down right there. And I'm hoping that we still get that 1/2 inch. Yeah, we are good. Ooh. So we have more than a 1/2 inch, which is fine. All we're going to do is just retrain our paper. You got to remember that the file folder already has its own thickness. And we are doing a great job. Oh, thank you. So we are just retraining our paper. And there you have it. So now we're just going to miter those corners right above. I haven't done my little swoopy swirl in so long. Okay. There we go. Now you got an option. You can leave this excess overhang if you want to, or you can trim it off. Do I want to leave it on? Do I want to leave it on? I don't care right now. Just fold it over. But if you don't want that much excess, definitely trim it off. Okay, let's use our squeegee. Make sure everything is down. If you need to press in some corners, press in your corners. Okay. And now again, remember, take your squeegee, run it up along that side, and it helps you to lift it up. Kind of train it some more to fold over. Then this is going to be a little bit more different because this file folder already has some thickness to it. So if you have to use your hands and fan that on over. Just like that. And that helps you not to get any kind of puckers right there. And let's do that on this side. We're going to run it along. As we're running along, we're lifting it up at the same time because we want it to connect to the side when we fold it over. So when you get here, fan it over, take your hand, help it over, press it out. Press it out. Come down, press it down. And it should be smooth on all sides. 25K, yay. Okay, so now we're going to take our smooth edge. You can take your felt tip edge if you want to, and we're just going to seal that connection where our spine is. When you do that, it helps it to fold up easy. Okay, and let's come over to this side. Okay, and then let's bring it in. And there we have it. You can check and make sure you don't have any type of cracking, which I have just a little bit right here on the end. Right here on the end. Now, a lot of times the reason why you may have cracking, it can be the actual paper, or the second reason is if you do not have enough space in between. You really got to be careful with this because, again, you don't want too little space and you don't want too much space. If your space is too little, that means that when you fold it over, it's pulling that paper because it's got to stretch one way or another. So it looks like on this side, because I got some cracking at the bottom and at the top. So it looks like on this side, I did not give it enough leeway. On the other side, it looks okay. So that's a tip to remember. Okay, so that's our front, that's our back. Now we have to remeasure our interior lining. So let's grab our perfect fractional ruler. And this is too short. I'm telling y'all, if you don't get this one right here. And this is the perfect fractional measuring tape. So my ruler wasn't long enough, so I got the measuring tape. Okay. So I'm going to do, let me move some of this out of the way, because I'm going to need the space. So let's see if this works. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Y'all see I'm over here concentrating. Because if I mess this one up, it's going to be a problem. I put the ruler in my cart. I just need to order it. It's going to save your life. It's going to save your life. It's going to keep you from pulling your hair out when you're doing projects and you make a mistake. Like I just did. See, y'all? That's why I said, let me move some stuff because I got stuff everywhere. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Okay. So we learned from the first one that we definitely need some type of adhesive in the middle so that we won't get the pucker. Let's see, are we going to be able to see it? What? We can't see it because the pocket is covering it up and the chipboard is covering it up. So, yeah. But we did have pucker on the back. So, I got some scrap pieces. I got some scrap pieces here that I can definitely use. I'm going to put it right inside there. And we're just going to play a puzzle here because we're just going to fix some pieces up in here. So where are my scissors? And yeah, we're building a puzzle, y'all. We're building a puzzle. Okay, let's see. What are the pieces we got that we can use? Okay, come about right there. Then go there. Let me spin this around. Y'all see I'm piecing this together. So I say, y'all, don't throw away your scraps because you never know what you could use it for. You never know. You never know. I think that is good. Granddad said, whatever it takes. Look. Whatever it takes, get that job done. Let's see, let's peel. Where's my thing at? Come on. There we go. So let's fit this in here. About right there. And now we're going to grab our pokey tool and get some of this off the table. And the floor looks a hot mess. And We're going to peel this one off. And then these two, we're just going to peel back like that. Okay. And again, I am right-handed. Yeah, I got some stuff flying around. And again, you know whether you have good quality wallpaper. This backing peeled up so easily, y'all, that you can already tell that the sticky part, I'm not gonna say the wallpaper itself, but the sticky part is not good quality. So if someone wished to buy this for their home, putting it up on their wall, they'll be hot. They'll be fire hot, because the moment winter comes and it starts getting warm in the house, they're gonna be mad because their wallpaper is gonna start coming off the wall. So yeah. Okay, so we got that down. I'm gonna take my squeegee again, because again, oh, look at that, my paper getting stuck. So I'm just gonna smooth it, because this wallpaper already got some puckers in it, and I'm loving this already. Peel this back a little bit more. Okay, and then a little bit more. Go ahead and take it off and let it flow on down. There we go. Now, I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, but that looks way better than the first one in the middle. Now, the first one, the perimeter is good, because that's where we put that double-sided tape. But this looks so much better and flatter because we put it in the center part. It looks so much better. There's no bubbles, wrinkles coming up. So yeah, but you can always take your squeegee and just brush over it, your corners. Now, we didn't put it on the perimeter. We may have some lifting and we may not. So yeah, it looks so much. Creative mind is out. Yes, mine be tinkering. So we just gonna crease it. And again, don't be so hard like I was on the first one. And by me having that double-sided sheet behind this, it gives it a little bit more strength. So let me just spin that around. Get that crease in there. And there you have it. So now, again, we can do one or two things. We can add a pocket, which we will have to modify again, because we had to modify the size of this. So I'm going to cut this in half, right down the middle of this piece here. So I am going to take this and I'm gonna do 7. I'm gonna try 7. I keep moving my rotary blade, y'all. I'm gonna do 7, and then I'm gonna do 4.5. Four and a half. Now again, y'all can hold on to your scraps. These can be used as toppers. When you are making something, they can be used for, say for instance, you're making notepads, and you know how you need that little topper on the top. like that. You can use that for that as well. So get you a little box, get your bin, get your Ziploc bag, save your scraps. Do not toss them out. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my little short scoreboard and we are going to score the left, the right, and the bottom a half inch. The left, the right, and this is the bottom. Definitely make sure you look at your image so that you'll know which one you want for your bottom. So we're gonna go with the left again. Uh-oh. The right. And the bottom. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. So these is what your score lines should look like. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to come in and we're going to clip those corners. Straighten it up a little bit. And come on this side. Just go right up there to that intersecting corner. And we're going to do the other one. If you wanted to fold over your score lines before you clip your corners, you can do that as well. Either way, it doesn't matter. And so now I'm just folding everything over. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, just woke up from a nap. I'm here. Welcome. I need to get one myself. I need more than a nap because I was up all morning waiting on my grandson. And that little tail, my daughter didn't bring him until like 6:30, 6:45 this morning. Like, I could have been asleep. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there. So let's measure this. Well, before I do that, I want to use my squeegee because I want to press these in just a little bit. Okay. Really, really quickly. Okay. So let's see. And if you want to like come in like at a little angle or something, you could do that. So it just looks like that when you fold it up. It just looks like that. That's all. So let's see, did we measure better this time? And we did. And we did. So you can do one or two things with this. You can leave it like this, or you can give your pocket, you know, a little diagonal angle. So I think the little angle gives it, you know, a little pizzazz, as they say. So here, I might want to go to, I guess I'll go 2.5. Let's put a little mark there. So I'm just going to repeat what I did on our first pocket. I'm just going to take my little mark. I'm going to come up to this corner and line it up with my little mark. And then we are going to trim that off. Okay, we're going to get our double-sided tape. Thank you for the follow. We are going to put our tape on this side. We're not going to do it like we did that very first one. That very first one does not give you enough room to put stuff in. So we are going to lift this up. Okay. And I like to fold in the sides first. Make sure I got my book up right. Yeah. So I like to do the sides first. Fold that up. And let's line it up, y'all. Let's line it up. I'm going to go. No, that's not over. Let's come. I'm trying to get it right where the crease is. If I can. About right there. And there. See, we got a lot more room when we do it this way. We got a lot more room. And let's do this side over here. We are going to, again, put our double-sided tape right at the edge. Thank you. And then at the bottom. And y'all, those file folders come 3 in a pack at the tree. Okay. So now what I want to do is, again, I'm going to come up about 2.5 inches. So 1, 2.5. Put my little mark right there. And we are going to repeat, and we're going to connect our dot with our corner and trim off. So I'm lining it up right there with that edge. And my little dot is right there. And trim that off. And now all we have to do is peel our backing off our side. Okay. $28K, y'all. Are we going to get to 40 tonight, y'all? We're going to get to 40. We're going to get to 40. Share your daily heart me's. Share this live to at least 5 people. And click the follow button. So again, I like to fold in my sides and then fold up the bottom. And I'm going to try to make sure I line this pocket up with this pocket on this side. So it's about right there, I want to say, and lay that down. And you can just keep that. So this is what it's looking like, y'all. That's what that's looking like. You see how it's opened up? So you got plenty more room than you do with this very first one. I won't be doing this method again. That is too tight. Like, you literally don't have enough room but to put like some business cards in there. Hey, how are you? So yeah, I won't be doing this method. But yeah, we will definitely do this method right here. So now the next step we're going to have to do is we literally going to have to trim down our pad, because This is way smaller than the first one. So again, I'm gonna tell y'all, go to my storefront and put this, and where else? Put both of these in your basket. Okay, y'all, I'm telling you. Okay, so what size do I want my pad? So this is, I need to take off. Ooh, let me take these clamps off. And it's still not all the way dry. I think I put too much on this second go round. All right. So let me move some of my mess. We're going to come over here. So these are the modifications, y'all. I think we're going to go about right here. Right. Keep forgetting I got this chipboard up under here. My blade needs sharpening. I need a new blade, but I don't cut chipboard on there anyway. So, and then I think we are going to do, we're going to shorten it to, I think maybe 7.5, maybe good. Let's see. Okay, cut through that. All right, let's see if this size will fit. Let's see. Let's work some magic. Will it fit? Will it fit? Will it fit? Yay! And I did it short enough. Much better. Much better fit than the first one. So yeah, much better fit than the first one. So now our clipboard, I kind of don't want to do the clipboard because I already know that the posts are going to be too long, but I want to see the full look anyway. Guess I'll be putting in another zone order for the right size post for these clipboard clamps, because you've got to have a thicker chipboard for these posts. They should know better than that. Like, for real, they should know better than that. So this is our front. We're gonna grab our clip. Let's kind of see where we want to put it. About right there. For your marking. Okay. And this time I am going to do a smaller setting because I'm going to do the real tiny one. Let's do the small one. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if that fits better. Yep, that fits way better. So I had to use the smallest little punch. It's cute. Thank you, EHK. So yeah, I had to use the smallest hole punch on that one. Okay, let's flip this over. Now look, snap our little cap on. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me. I am so sorry, and I literally just thought about it because I'm getting ready to use it. Somebody asked me what this was. These are for like cam snaps and buttons and stuff. Like, where's my bag? Let's see. I am so sorry. I did not overlook you. I just truly forgot. Probably because I got frustrated when I made a mistake. But let's see, where is it? But like if you do any type of sewing, like making bags, pouches, little things, you for your closure you use these little cam snaps, these little buttons. Oh no. Sorry about that. But you use these little cam snaps and you use this to close it, to press it together. Yeah, sorry about that. I did not remember until I got ready to use it. But I did not mean to forget. But this is kind of perfect for me to try to use on this project because I don't want to do any banging. But from the looks of it, these posts, and this is how you can tell when your posts are too big for your project. It should barely be kind of like sticking out, just barely a little bit. So when you press your cap on, it's snug. And when you press it, it's good and sealed. This is sticking up entirely too much. So this chipboard is just too thin for the height of this post. So if y'all over here, if you see this post, see how it's sticking up? That's too long for the thickness of this chipboard. So that's how you know whether your posts are too long for the project you're working on. So I am just going to put that bottom plate on the bottom here. I feel it sitting in there, and I'm just going to give it a little squeeze. And it's still got a dent in there. Well, again, like I said, the posts are just too long for the thickness of this chipboard. So press that again, and there we have it. And there it is, guys. Welcome in, Lady Leo. How are you doing? So that's it, guys. That's it. Open it up. Got your notepad. You want to stick something in over here, you can do that. And again, y'all, you can add another version onto this. So like this is not like the end of this. Like you can add something else onto this. I already see it in my head. So that wasn't so bad. That wasn't bad at all. It wasn't as bad that I thought it was gonna be. So let's take a look side by side. Let me clean up some of this mess so we can get a side by side. So we can get a side by side, y'all. Okay, move these chipboards out of the way. See, it's getting stuck on here. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Telling me my battery about to die. Ugh. see if I can get this cord to reach. And I can. There we go. So just to do, let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's take this clamp off of here. And look, y'all. Guess you got a little place to. It's supposed to be. Now I know. Oh, is it like that? You supposed to put your pen? Supposed to put your pen like that, y'all. They should have made one where you can slide it in like that. Yeah. But there's a little place for your pen. So here is the outside of both of them. Let me hold it up for y'all over here. So that's the outside for that. That's the outside for that. And if we want to compare the inside, let's see. And you know this one looks better because the color, the scheme, the layout, everything flows versus I did not have all the matching colors. So it just looks really thrown together, y'all. So yeah, it just looks, this one looks much, much better. Everything just flows together, the colors versus this one. And if we want to compare the height and the width, so let me make sure it's lined up. So that's the height and the width, and that's the height and the width. So this is the modification from the original. So we had to quickly modify this one. Now I need the supplies. I know you already got some chipboard there. You probably already got some D-tree wallpaper. I know you got some cardstock. Thank you for my rose. What else? The only thing you might not have are the clamps. That may be the only thing. But you can definitely go ahead and whip everything else up. And when your clamps come in, pop those bad boys on. I got to see if you can like order different. Well, I know you can. I just got to make sure to order the right size post because these posts are too long. There's nothing wrong with these. So I want to make that clear. There's nothing wrong with these. They're just not the right size for the thickness of the chipboard I used tonight. This one was done with 50 point, and this one was done with 20 point because of the file folder already has thickness to it. Crystal say, hi, dang, I missed this. Yes, we've been on for 2 hours and 18 minutes. You missed both of them. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah. So again, if you don't have a printer, now if you have a wide format printer, you can definitely, print this off, print your image, graphic or whatever, and, create your own line. If you don't have a printer, get some wallpaper, get you some file folders, and hey, still create. And with the file folders, even if you scratch it or bump into it, you're not going to have a whole bunch of marks. Like you're really going to have to do something really serious to get like a mark on the file folder. But I got a little bit of nails, and nothing is being scratched and come up or anything like that. So the only thing is of course, if you accidentally rub your ink pen or marker or something across it, that may come on there. But yeah, the file folder is a good protection and the thickness. The wallpaper is definitely waterproof. You can spill something liquid on this and it's not going to damage it. It's going to roll off. Of course, scratch resistance. So you got a couple of options, y'all. Got a couple of options. I got this one book, y'all, that I've had sitting over there in the corner, waiting me to finish putting together. And I have not put it together because I have this tool that I just cannot seem to understand how it works. I think I got it right one time, and I have not gotten it right since. I'm fixing to show y'all. And just a quick, I'm looking for stuff, y'all. I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking. Let's see. I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for stuff, and at the same time, I'm trying to clear my table off because I can't find it. So if I clean up, maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it. And I still don't see it. It may be on the floor somewhere. And if it's on the floor, I don't have time right now. So the tool that I am talking about, y'all, is, where is it at? Right here. This thing is driving me nuts. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure it out. It's driving me nuts. I got this. I'm going to do a spiral coil, but I need to know how to bend this thing. I need to know how to bend it. You say I dislike that thing. Look, this thing had been sitting over there, I know, for about 3 weeks now. Because I got the spiral. But this thing right here, I gotta figure it out. They are cute. Thank you. I gotta figure it out, y'all. I got to. Let's see where the wires at. Where are the wires? I know y'all heard that file. Is it in this box or maybe in the other box? Let's see. What size is this? Hold on. I know I got some white spiral somewhere. Maybe it's in this one. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So let me see how many rings I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not enough, so I gotta grab a whole new one out of here. And y'all, these came from a company called Cavalier. If you don't mind ordering overseas, you can definitely look them up. Just make sure when you, thank you for the follow, just make sure when you pull them up, you select US. And you should get them. So, somebody in here gonna have to walk me through this. If not, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and get twin wire, because this one is 1.5 inches, and I think this will fit. Stuff. I know the red dot is supposed to be facing up. I remember that part. The red dot is supposed to be facing up. So, hold on, let me look. I got a 6 divider and ain't got no paper behind it, but we still go rock with it. So let's line everything up. Okay, let me hook it in to this bottom one. So we got that there. I'm gonna grab my clamp here and I'm put the right there. All right, now let's see if we can get this wound up in here. Who in here? Come on, somebody in here is a master. Somebody in here is a master at using this. I know somebody in here. Where you at? Come on, come to the front. Come to the front. You gotta help your girl out. You gotta help your girl out. I got this on the edge, rolling it in, y'all. 32K, yay. Almost there. I know we got some masters in here. We got some masters in here. Come on now, don't be shy. What size is this? This is 1.5 inch. Okay, so let me move this out the way. I need an expert in here. I need an expert in here. So, did I turn my little thing off? Okay, so where do I cut it? I cut it right. Okay, the dot is supposed to be up, right? Because you cut it. Where's my experts at? Where are my experts at? Y'all, come on before I clip this. My red dot is up. You clip. No, hold on. Hold on. I clip. That ain't it. Clip. I can't get it to clip. Y'all, I can't get it to. I know my hands are weak, but my gosh. It's just I gave up using the. Look. Okay. The red dot is up. So. Oh, okay. Turn, right? To go under. Woo! I think I got it. Hold on. I may have it, y'all. I may have it. Okay, so this one is like already, so I need to turn it. Hold on. No, I need to clip it down here. Okay, I need to clip it down here. So clip it. Hold on. How did I do that? Where did I clip it at, y'all? Oh my gosh. I don't even know where I clipped it at. Nope. Y'all, I don't think I will. I'm not going to be using this. You know what? You know what? How about this? How about this? We just clip that and how about that? Hold on. How about we do that? That's the best I can do. Well, let me go back. She said wing it. Look, that's the best I can do. But I want to learn that thing, but this driving me nuts. This our first tab. This just some dot grid paper. Then we got our second one. And then we got our third, our fourth, our fifth, and our sixth. And show y'all over here. So we got our white coil, which blends in really good. Then we got our first divider, our second divider, and our third. And it's been sitting over there in the corner for about 3 weeks because I could not use that thing. Like, ugh. Man. And this one doesn't have any paper behind it, but we can get some in there. But yeah, because this is an inch. I think, yeah, it said 1.5 inches. So we can get some paper behind that last one. But yeah, and this is the other cutie patootie. Don't forget the new category I got over there on the website, y'all, called Dollar Deals. Go over there and get some graphics over there for one cookie, and is it 25 cents? It's up under Dollar Deals. Go join us on our FB group, Notebook Baddies. We're almost there, y'all. We are almost there. We're almost there. What else? Follow me over here on IT. Thank y'all for hanging out with me over here, ladies. We finally got it fixed. I'm not touching anything, so when I go live again, all I should have to do is just plug everything in, and we should be good. I'm not touching anything. Just exiting out. That's all I'm gonna do. What else? The FB group, Notebook Baddies, the YT, come and join me over there as well. What else, ladies? If you have not yet subscribed, click the icon at the bottom left. If you don't see it down there, just go to my profile and go to subscription, and you can sign up there. What else? What else? What else? Oh, I have another TT page, which is Budget Bougie Babe. We are going to be on there Saturday afternoon. Me and a couple of ladies. We're going to be on the platform. We're going to be chatting it up. We are going to be sewing projects. So if you are a sewist, join us over there as well. The sound was clear on YT. Yay! So, yeah, join us Saturday afternoon. We're going to be on the platform. We're going to be on live on Budget Bougie Babe. And it's Budget, Boujee, Babe. Budget Bougie Babe. That is also me. So we're going to be chatting it up over there. We're going to be sewing project. I'm probably going to be doing like a bonnet. I don't know, maybe like a stretchy headband or something. I think Smiles is going to do a little girl skirt. I don't know what Crafty Lab is gonna make. She hasn't said what she's gonna make, but you can make whatever you want. We just gonna be over there, girls hanging out, chatting it up, doing the stuff that we love to do. Hey, just hanging out. Join us over there. You can come up on the platform and we can get to know each other, just hang out, just have a good vibe over there. That's what we're gonna do. What else? What else? What else? Miss Teresa. Hey girl. Hey, lady. Am I forgetting anything? I always feel like I'm forgetting something. We do have a backup page from this one. It's called Stationery Chic 901. So anything happens with this platform, it's going to be another one over there. Then Sunday, we can do it on this platform. Sunday, yeah. Now, if I do it Sunday, that's probably going to fall in line with my 30-day challenge. So, yeah, we can do that if some of the ladies want to come on and we can just chat it up and we can be creating something. So today was day 3, y'all. Day 3. So I'm going to try to make sure I keep all my projects that I make. And then when we get to day 30, we're going to go like a review on everything we made for 30 days. But yay. And some of the projects that I make, y'all, we're going to do like a remake. If I come up with something new like I did today, we'll make something new. It's just going to be a day by day what I make. So yeah. I got something else coming in the mail. So Miss Teresa, I put in another order on the Zone last night. Yeah. It's your fault. It's your fault that I put that order in. Yeah. It's your fault. But anybody have any questions? Did you all enjoy the new project? You said, "Oh, you tried to hear you." It's your fault. It's your fault. Did I put in another Zone order? I had no intentions on putting in another Zone order. Like for real. For real. We're at 35K, y'all. We're at 35K. Can we hit 40 before we sign off for tonight? You innocent. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. I got to go over here in my bin. I got to find my bonnet templates because I got small, medium, large. And I think I got an extra large template too. But yeah. Y'all are going to be seeing a lot. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of me. I'm truly trying to get it together, y'all. Between this platform, the YT platform, the FB platform, and the sewing platform. Y'all gonna get tired of me. Y'all be like, she always on here. Does she got a life? I do, because I love what I do. I do. Yes, y'all, my children. The only baby I got, he's 15. He'll be 16 this year. He's not a baby, but he's my baby. He lives with his dad. I am kind of like an empty nester. So yeah, this is my time. I thought we was gonna need this cardstock, y'all, for the second book, but I guess not. I gotta make my way to Ollie's. I gotta make my way to Ollie's. Everybody's been to Ollie's but me. I gotta get to Ollie's. I got to see what size these are. Do y'all think these are too big? Or you think they're just the right size? I don't know. I guess it looks okay. It's got enough equal amount of spacing on the on the side. I guess they're good. I guess they're good. I gotta get me a Ziploc bag for these. I might try to order maybe about an inch small. What is, let me see. What is the length of these? 4 inches. Maybe about 3 inches would be better. These are kind of long. I don't know. 36. 36. Can we get to 40? Can we get to 40? Yeah. I need a Ziploc bag for these. A Ziploc bag. Let me see if I got a Ziploc bag. And I do. I got one. So I can put these in here. Oh, y'all. The pliers. Let's see. Y'all, the pliers that came in, they work. They work, they work, they work. Was it this one? Yeah, I did that one. Hold on. So these are the size pliers that you need. So if anyone is on here and if you have 4mm grommets, this is the right size pliers you need. So if y'all remember last week, I had put the elastic band on here, but I couldn't secure it because I did not have the right pliers. So I finally buckled down and put the order in. So I'm gonna put the little washer on the back. So those are the washers. They just look flat things, look flat silver things. Put this back in here. So I'm just going to lift this up a little bit because I don't want it to fall off. But I'm going to take my washer. I'm going to do one at a time. And I am putting it, do I got it on the right way? Yeah. And I'm laying it over. Y'all probably can't see it on TT. I knew it was going to come loose. But I'm laying it over. And I'm going to take where this little, there's a little piece. Let's see if you can see it. That's kind of sticking up. That's going to go under the bottom. I mean, not on the bottom. It's going to go on the top. Like that. So the little pointy part is going to go in the little hole. Right here. If I can. I got to open it up. There we go. So that's what I was trying to say. This little pointy part right there. That is going to go. Let's see. The little pointy part. That's going to go on top through the hole. This just came apart, y'all. And then, so I'm sticking it right in the hole. And then I'm going to press. And y'all, did this just make a fool of me or did I not press it hard enough? Hold on. Hold on. Or did I have my washer on backwards? Did I have my washer? I may have had my washer on backwards. Hold on. Let's see. Let's try that again. There we go. I think I had my washer on backward. But I don't know if you can see that, but that first one is secure. So now let's put the second one on. Let me make sure I got my washer turned in the right direction. I think that's the right direction. And again, my little pointy part is going to go right in the hole. Come on. Y'all, where are my all thumbs, as they say? Rachel, you're all thumbs. All right. Let's try it again. And press down. And there we go. So our elastic is now secured. It is now secured. And I am just going to do that again because my hands are weak. And I just want to make sure. There. Now, it's sticky, but it still came off. I'm just going to take some double-sided tape. I'm going to run it along the top. This is Wally World's Post-it Notes. Came 24 in a pack at a really, really reasonable price. And that's probably why. But now it's like a lot of stuff is just not good quality like it used to be. So part of what we got to deal with. But there we go. And then at the bottom, we got our mini calendar 2026. You fold it up. You got a cute little saying, spread love. And we got our little girl putting in her jar, spread love. Got our little elastic. And it's in there securely. Yay. So yeah, make sure you have the right size pliers for your grommets. Because I actually damaged a lot of my grommets using my other pliers. The light bulb did not go off to tell me, hey, these pliers are too big for these grommets. So yeah. So now I can secure my elastic when I do my notebooks and my planners and journals and other good stuff. So like this right here, y'all. I still got one more page that I'm working on putting in SIN before I submit it to KDP. But like this, I can put my elastic band on and be able to secure it so that it will stay. And I'm waiting on my package from Griselle for my little charm. I'm going to show y'all. I probably will put one on this one. Even though this is a demo, I will demonstrate on this book because I can always remove it. But yeah. So that's all oh, y'all, we so close. 38K. We so close. We so close. Let's see. I need some more clips from the tree. So I guess I'll be making a trip to the tree. I need to make a trip to the tree, y'all. Oh, I seen somebody, was it on YT? But they supposed to have like some card stock at the tree, at the D tree. I need to go check that out. Because I didn't know D tree had card stock. D tree trying to step that game up. Yeah, here goes some cute file folders. They got some other designs up there too. I just grabbed these. I've had them for a minute. You saw? Oh, you saw it on FB? I got a little box, y'all. So look, y'all, this is gonna drive me crazy. But normally my little scraps, my wires, I put them in this box. So just imagine when I get ready to sort this out, this is gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, this is gonna drive me nuts. Yeah. I tell y'all, keep y'all scrap. You don't know what you can make. I think, are we at 40K? Y'all, 39.1. We almost at 40K. We almost at 40K. We're almost there. This live is going to be up over on the YT. It usually takes YT about 24 hours. Now we've been on live 2 hours and 51 minutes. So I don't know if the processing is going to take longer than 24 hours, but it will be, once it gets to processing, I will make sure that it is up on there. It's probably going to be up under the tab live instead of just a regular video. So yeah, it will, this tonight's live will be up over on YT once it gets to processing. So y'all can be looking out for it if y'all want to like go back through it and try to make the books, which I just put down over there. Where I put it at? Yeah. So recap, y'all. Recap. After today, I'm probably just gonna wait to day 30. But day one, we did our large notepads. This landscape. We did a portrait notepad. Another one. Day two, which was yesterday, I created my new collection, which is Daughter Walking the Word. This is now, instead of a 4-in-1, it is a 5-in-1. So this is going to be up on KDP, and the spiral version is going to be soon up on my website. So this was day two. Today is day 3. I'm going to go over here and put my green check mark on the calendar. This was day 3, our clipboard folio with pockets. So yeah. And even if you don't have like this size pad, you can use, I think this is 5x8. Is it the same size? Just a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit taller, about 1/4 of an inch. See that? About 1/4 of an inch. But you can always put in another pad or create your own pads. So yeah. But this was day 3. We're going to see what day 4 brings us. We fixing to hit 40K. We fixing to hit 40K. We fixing to hit 40K. It's almost there. It's almost there. 39.9. We're almost there. So yeah, I'm gonna get me a little bin, and I'm gonna put all of our projects that we make for our challenge, and we'll recap on day 30. 40K. Thank y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's live. I enjoyed it. I challenged myself to a new project. Kind of on the whim. Had a hiccup. We made the modifications. We corrected. We fixed it. It turned out great. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Please don't forget, go and follow us over on FB, Notebook Baddies. Follow me over on YT. Go to Budget Bougie Babes. Follow me over there, especially if you are a sewist. Even if you're not a sewist and you just enjoy watching sewing, go follow me over there. The backup page for here is Stationery Chic 901. Okay. Bye, guys. Good night. See you later. Bye.